So I was asked, why should a black welder start his business out as an LLC? And in my personal opinion, you have many different protections. It all depends on how you're getting started. But if you're being independent, the reason for starting your LLC because it gives you more protection of your business. You can protect all your property, your vehicles, everything can be protected, and you won't be a liability for everything. Like people can't actually take your possessions. You see what I'm saying? And also, it gives you the opportunity to uh, gain members. So you can start off by yourself, and then as you grow, you can gain partners and add them to your LLCs to build your LLC into a corporation. But having a LLC helps you with, getting your business in line and respected, like as far as the commercial and industrial field. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. Sole proprietorship is nice, but you have little coverage. I think it's very important that you hit that spot and get that nice, cool spot starting out with the LLC because you just have more coverage. And depends on what state you're in. Filing for your LLC is going to run between $150. Depends on the state. Everybody is different. But having the LLC is most definitely valuable because you can be able to do more. And once you get your business established and you get the bank account established and you start get your phone number established and you start building up your name, you also building up your credit and you're building up your awareness. In the area. And I was told by um, a few banks when I got started that most banks won't give a business, a small business, a loan until they are at least in business operating for a consistent of 2 years. So you want to be able to be in business for 2 years now. It's not saying that you made a profit, but you've been in business maintaining it for 2 years. And that just shows that you're steady at it. So I think it's important to form that because it can open up more doors of opportunity. Someone asked me about a nonprofit organization. Nonprofit it's cool. There's nothing wrong with having a nonprofit, but in my personal opinion, to me, a nonprofit is like giving up more control or depending on someone to give donations on a consistency um, versus you making your own income. I would rather make my own income and I can receive donations that other companies can write off because of the programs that I run. So you can be an independent LLC and then open up a nonprofit and you can actually invest in your nonprofit. That's to me, I think that's the way to do it. Like have your LLC, and if you're doing any investing, invested in your own nonprofit organization, which helps whatever means that whatever mission that you're on. But I think it's important to look at the game as business. And the first step I want to say, because a lot of my people are not aware, before you dive into getting your LLC, it's going to be one thing that's going to be required of you when you go to the bank, your EIN. There's a few different ways to get your EIN number. You can go online, you can pay for it, you can go through a company that do the whole situation for you if that's what you want to do. Or if you kind of like me and just want to learn it and you want to do it yourself and figure it out, so that way you can be able to teach it or help someone else, later. Um, you can do it yourself. Probably take you about, you know, 15 to 20 minutes online to fill out the paperwork, but it's free. So don't let people get to telling you that you got to pay for your EIN. No, the government's giving you this number for free, so that way you can be able to operate business and pay your taxes. It is zoned, so I would say this: if you're trying to do certain businesses, you need to know what zone your zip code is in and what you can do in that area because it's going to reject it. You fill out the application, it might say we're gonna have to contact you due to whatever wasn't filled out properly. So you want to make sure you take your time. And like I say, it's real easy. You can also find videos how to do it on YouTube. So you can Google something and can actually walk you through step by step on how to do your EIN yourself. So your EIN and your business license from that state or from that city is what you're going to need: your city or state business license, and your EIN. And whatever it is to open up your account. Sometimes it's $25 to $100 or even free, and then you have like 90 days or so to actually put money into the account. But I think it's important for us to look and think business and be LLCs, because even though we start out independently, you can always spread your brand. So just because you're an individual, not meaning that later some nephews, nieces, friends, or someone might not be working for you and you're starting to spread what you do. So I think it's important that way, because like I say, you can also set yourself up for better opportunities for loans if that's what you're trying to do. Better opportunity for other companies to want to embrace you because you're an LLC, and they can you have certain insurance requirements. But I would say this: don't get caught up in thinking that as soon as you get your EIN and your business license, that you just got to go hurry up and go get your insurance, and you have insurance for 6 months or so, and you ain't even using it. I did that mistake, so don't do that. I would say once you get it, figure out your market. You got plenty of time before you get a job, and a lot of jobs that you do independently, you don't have to have insurance, but you do have to be safe and show professionalism on what you do. So it all depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? But there's many ways to get your money up, to not necessarily go in debt or have to go get a loan. And something to some business moves, you're gonna need a push. You know, I'm in a situation now where I'm, trying to get some money together so that way I can go to another level. But it just takes money. You know what I mean? And personally, I would rather form up a community or form up a network or have an investor or partner versus me going to a bank and giving my life history and giving my DNA and all this here when I know I got something I can do. So I would rather me personally have a partner or an investor versus going to a bank. But to each his own, you know what I mean? I think if I do have to go to a bank, you know what I mean, which you do have to do on certain things, it just, like I say, it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of stuff that they need to know about you. And, some people, they want to give that information, and some people like, man, that's too much. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. But I think it's important, us as Black welders, as African Americans, to learn the business. Like, learn the business. It's okay. Take your time, but learn it. You can take an hour a day just doing some research on how to form the business. And remember this: this is a big, big rule that I like to tell my people. If you're working for someone, watch what they're doing. You can learn a lot of your business knowledge from the way they operate. So watch how they operate. You working for them a few years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years before you get ready to do your own thing. So watch how they operate. Watch what you should do. Watch what you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? So I mean, you can see it all the way around. So just keep an open mind, but think business, think LLC, think corporations. You know what I mean? So I just think that it just gives us more protection when we start off as an LLC. Hold on.